Because in your book, you use two terms that the math team here in Riverside County loved and talked about: selequity, selective equity, and cosmequity, cosmetic equity. So tell us a little bit more about those terms.
So there's selequity and cosmequity. So selequity is selective equity. And I believe that because there's been no concrete definition of equity, especially instructional equity, that we have been hovering above the earth, looking at these super global issues. Like, I can't solve world pollution, but, you know, when I'm done with this wrapper, I'm going to make sure I throw it in the trash. I'm going to do my part, like at my home. And selequity is schools engaging in these deep, super woke conversations around global issues while ignoring the inequitable practices and policies that exist on campus that we could change tomorrow. So I just got tired of schools telling me, we just read 3 anti-racist books. And I believe those are important books, but you still got kids in ability groups. You got kids learning below grade level all year long. Like, you got policies and practices. You got 8 low groups. Like, Marvel Comics has run out of characters. I can't solve institutional racism, but I can help a team reorganize to teach kids at grade level or above. I can turn them on to one of my biggest inspirations, and I got to credit Principal Gina Rivera for turning me on to Peter Liljedahl's work and building thinking classrooms. Like, I've been railing against ability groups for years, but I've not had a tangible solution aside from, to hell with it, just jump in and mix it up like I've done. And that visibly randomized grouping, man, it's a game changer, not only in mathematics, in every field. So that's selequity. Like, we're sitting around, we're talking about these real issues, but they're global issues that hover above our campus, and we don't ever get down to the granular. And that drives me nuts, right? And then cosmequity, I can't tell you how many times I saw this, especially, you know, after schools opened back up. I'd go through, and in the library, there'd be like 85 boxes full of books of authors of color and kids of color. And that's cool. But I tell folks that in and of itself is not equity. That's cosmequity. That's cosmetic equity. That's the optics of equity. That looks like we're doing something. See, if you don't combine, now if you combine those books and start with the Crown practices, then you got something. If you combine what we're learning from the anti-racist books or the other books that we're talking about and start with the Crown instructional practices, then we're on to something. But getting teachers in a room and asking them, do you know what it's like to be poor? That's not solving anything. And buying a bunch of books isn't either, because otherwise we can solve equity issues with Amazon.com. Right? We all save a lot of money. Just order a bunch of books from Amazon and we solve the equity issues. So those are those are the two issues. You know, I don't know. We stay on the surface with stuff. It drives me crazy. But yeah, cosmequity and selequity. Those are my 2 made up words that I need to